Welcome to Behind the Pages. Today's video, pretty much, I just wanted to talk about the book that's about to come out on the 15th. I wanted to sit here and what happens after the book launches and all that good fun stuff. Um, yeah, so let's get into it. Um, let's see here. Well, as you guys know, I'm the author, Jamie Scott of Damien's Blood Moon, and we are launching a brand spanking new cover coming out, and it's going to be out on December 15th. For those of you that are tuning in and don't know, I'm very excited about that. Big book launch that's about to come out. Very excited about that. And I mean, that's completely,
Awesome!
that's 100% awesome. And well, with that said, I just wanted to say when this book actually launches, um, when the book actually launches, this is what we're going to expect. I'm going to do a huge uh, book tour. I'm going to go around signing all the autographs, doing all that good fun stuff. I'm going to also, uh, I'm going to also start my second book and publish it and get everything going. So once it launches, guys, my second book, which is going to be called Damien's Blood Moon, The Wolf King. Look for that. Big time look for that. I'm excited about it. Big time excited about it. Um, uh, it if you haven't read the book yet, you're gonna love it because it is out there on Amazon right now. The book is definitely out there. You can uh, the old cover, like I said before, is on it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm new to this live thing, so I'm trying to figure this out. But yeah, so um, it takes place after, and it's gonna have a lot more battles in it. It's gonna be a little bit more, in depth on the characters that you've learned before, that you've had before. It's gonna have be a little bit more in depth on that, and then, you're gonna have a whole new found experience with Damien because gosh darn, this kid, man, he just can't get a break. He just turned 16. You think most 16-year-olds are gonna be worried about girls, right? They're gonna be worried about all kinds of fun stuff like that, getting their license, you know, hanging out with their friends, blah, 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 whatnot. But that's not the case with him. He has to sit here and worry about the future of his pack. He's got to sit here and worry about the future of himself, protect himself. He's got to sit here and worry about his friends, his family, the world, really. So, man, whew, it's getting there. But this is what you guys can expect. You can expect lots of good things from me. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming out, a lot more interaction as I get to know this YouTube thing because it's still new to me. We're gonna get to know these other characters that I'm bringing in. Um, so it's exciting. I'm very well excited. Um, if y'all have any questions, if you're on this feed, definitely start asking some. Um, but yeah, so uh, right now I'm just trying to figure out how to get this show my screen. Yeah, I think I'm doing it right here. Select tab to share. Do do do. So, that was weird, guys. I don't know what I did. I hit something. Ended up making this sucker go away. So, well, all right. So, um, yeah, okay. So, I'm excited. We're gonna have a book launch, which is coming up on the 15th of December, which is coming up very quickly. So make sure you get out there. It's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be everywhere. Barnes and Nobles. I'm trying to get it in all the Barnes and Noble stores itself. I'm trying to also. I'm going to be going out all over the country and trying to meet and greet with y'all. Getting these books out there and sold. Just trying to do a lot of good fun things with it. Gonna got some merch coming up. T-shirts if you guys are interested. I'm gonna have all kinds of stuff like that. Definitely signings and things like that. Also, after it's launched, we are on some radio shows, hopefully some TV shows. That's going to be great. That's what my agent is talking about doing. So it's going to be great. I'm very, very, very excited. Very, very, very excited about it. And in June of 2026 is when the second book comes out. So look forward to that. So once you get this one in, read it, read it, read it, and then the second book's going to be coming out in June. The third book will be out December 2026, so on and so forth. Again, it's going to be a series of 5. I've got 3 written. The first one was coming out in a few weeks or in a week. Second one's coming out June of this next year. Third one's going to be out again in December. And that is the schedule. So I want to keep it going like that up at to 5 books. And then once that's over, who knows? I'm going to write some more things, get some more things going. But in the meantime, let's talk about some other things I want to talk about. Now that that's off the chest, writing a book is not the easiest thing in the world. It's not something that I thought that I was going to get into. I had no idea that that's something that I wanted to do. I had no idea that I was actually going to write a book. That was not my goal in life. I've been in law enforcement and military my entire life. I've done so many different things with my life. I've been all over the world. That was not on my bucket list. Let's just say that. And well, again, 4 years ago, I found my transcripts that I lost when I was a teenager, and that kind of put a fire in my rear end because I did at one point want to write something because I was bored. I was 16, 17. My dad gave me a book. I'm sorry, not a book. My dad gave me his old Packard Bell computer because he just got a brand new one. That's usually how that works. Kids get the hand me downs, right? Never get anything new. But yeah, so I get that sucker. I'm like, what am I going to do with this computer? We didn't have like internet back then. And if you did, it was like AOL, and all you heard was and it took like an hour for it to upload. But so it's not like we can get on the internet, play video games and things like that. Because I was back in the '90s, we didn't have that crap. So decided to take it and write something. Just threw my thoughts down on some paper, threw my thoughts down on this and this and that. And then I started typing a few things on the computer. And well, my dad decided he's gonna retire out of the military, and we moved. We moved, to Tennessee, and we were in Fort Benning, Georgia at the time. Excuse me. We were in Fort Benning, Georgia at the time, so we moved and, lost everything. I didn't know where it went, and also at the time, I don't even know if I really cared because I was a kid, and all I cared about was school, trying to find new friends, meet new people. Uh, I'm in a new town. I didn't know anybody. So that's kind of my mindset on that. Well, right now it's December 9th of 2025. So about over 4 years ago, way over 4 and a half now. Um, almost and, it, I found my stuff. I was helping my parents a little bit, going through their stuff and in their garage. They're turning their garage into a den, and, next thing you know, I found, my notes. Took those notes and, wrote them down and decided, "You know what? I'm gonna do something with this. I'm gonna do something with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but we're gonna do something with it." And I did. I wrote the first book, and I'm excited. I'm very excited, um, that you guys get to read, uh, my heart and soul that I put into this. So, again, writing a book is not that easy. So that's pretty much how I got into it. But one of the things that I learned about writing is that your characters is the heart and soul. So you need to write them down. First, figure out your main character. Then you have sub characters, and then you have other supporting characters. So I don't know if I'm losing my stream, but anyway, here I go. So when you do that and you write down these characters, if you will, definitely you got to make them pop. I had this conversation the other day. If you don't do that, if you don't write the characters down, get into each single character's head and write each character down and write what's their personality, their traits, their every becking call, um, all of it. And you go to the next character and you do the same thing, and you go to the next character, do the same thing. I would probably have a good 3 to 5, good characters you're gonna do that to. So, write it all down, all of it. Get to know your characters because when you start writing this thing, it's easier to fill in the rest once you know what's in each character's mind. You become that character, if you will. So, that's that part of it. That's just my experience. The next part of it would be, figuring out the whole story. So you got the beginning, the middle, and the end. So how are you going to flow it all together? What's the plot going to be about? How are you going to go from this point to this point? Well, figure out how you want to start it. Figure out also, write down how you kind of want the middle to go, where you want it to go, how you want it to flow. And you definitely want to write the ending down. How do you want everything to fold out, if you will? By doing that, by doing so, filling in the blanks becomes a lot easier. Now you have the who, what, when, where, and all of that. Write them down. Get it going. Get those ideas flowing. When you're out and about, let's say you're at a coffee shop or you're out and about and all of a sudden an idea pops up in your head, write it down. When you interact with somebody and he's like, you know what, this kind of person kind of flows with my uh kind of flows with the character of my book. So I might want to use a little bit of theirs. Maybe they kind of look like that character. I don't know. Just write it down. Every chance you get, write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Because the more details that you have, the better the book's going to be. The better quality you're going to put out. So make sure you get that going. Also, once you get to that point, and I just moved my computer. Once you get to that point, see what happens if I shut this light off. Can't see crap. My bad. Won't do that again. Uh, Once you get to that point of starting that flow, that creative flow of writing, and you have all of your characters, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to write. Go back to your characters, get into their head. What would they say? How would this go? Now you can get the dialogue because you know what. Like for instance, in my book, we have a character called Keegan. We have a character called Damien, which is the main character. We have Lyra, and you can kind of get an idea of how they're going to talk to each other and how they're going to flow to each other because you're the one you're in their head. You created these characters. You have also notes next to you to know how they feel, how they react, what makes them tick, what makes them sweat, what makes them breathe. Are they fierce? Are they scared? So when you start talking, are they forceful? Are they a leader? Are they not a leader? They a follower? Are they a sheep? Things like that. Are they diabolical? Are they uh, weak, if you will? And you get that down. Then you have little sub characters that are in there. Those sub characters, they're just characters that when your main characters interact with, but they're not that important. They're important because that's what makes the story, but they're not that important. Because so, for instance, let's just say you're already in a book and you go to the grocery store yourself. You go to the grocery store, you got your cart, you're walking down the aisle with your cart, and there's people in the aisle. And next thing you know, you're going to grab, I don't know, peanut butter, and then somebody says, hey, that's a pretty good brand, blah, blah. That's a character. Are they important? At that time, they are because you're interacting with them. Are they important enough to keep going throughout the story? No. So don't put a whole lot of emphasis on that. Don't put a whole lot of emphasis on the person you're talking about peanut butter with. That's not that important. Then when you scroll along and you go to the cashier to check out, yeah, I'm sure most people have conversations with their cashier. Hey, how you doing? Was everything going okay? I'm glad you're having a good day. Oh man, that's on sale today. Blah blah blah. You're having dialogue with that character. So as an author, treat every interaction that you're with while you're in the writing process as part of the writing process. As every person you interact with is a character. Are they important? Are they not important? That's going to help you figure out how to write a book, how to finish your book, how to keep the flow going. So, uh, that's it, man. That's pretty much it. And then what to expect after that? Well, it's completed. You go through it, you read the whole thing, find out little tidbit errors that you might have done, tweak it a little bit, go to the second draft, third draft. It took me 5 drafts to 6 drafts on the first book. Not as many on the second and third, but on the first one, yeah, it took a lot of drafts. It totally did because I wanted it perfect, and that's what you should strive for, perfection. I'm sure every artist out there is their own worst enemy. They critique things a lot harder than anybody else will. So just be mindful of that. Also, again, like I said in my previous videos, um, the 3 things authors miss uh, when they're writing. One of my videos in here. So check that video out. It's a good one because one of the things that people miss and don't understand is yes, it's your baby. Yes, writing this book, this novel, this novella is your baby. But at the end of the day, it's a business because you want to sell it. You want to get your words out there so people can hear it. in their head because they're reading, they're not actually listening. Unless it's an audiobook, that's different. But you got to get your words out there. People are gonna be mean. They're gonna read it, they're gonna critique it, and they're gonna be mean. Some are, some aren't. You're gonna have a lot more love of your work than you are negative haters of your work. So whatever haters are out there, use that, whatever they say about it, as great feedback and take all that. So when you go to write your next one, they helped you out. So just say thank you. I had a guy comment on one of my videos that said that video was that I did. I'm not great at this stuff. I'm learning this YouTube thing. I do a lot of stupid stuff out there. I do a lot of like AI stuff, and I'm learning. I really am. I'm trying. But one of the AI things that I thought was pretty cool. I think it's cool. Some other people think it's cool. Heck, it got a lot of views, so and a few likes, so a lot of likes, really. But I had one person say it's AI slop. AI slop. And I'm like, well, I appreciate that, man. Thanks. Because now I know that there's people out there that don't like everything. And maybe whatever he did, I can take that and for my next video, try to make it better. Or maybe not do so much AI. Because the missus in the other room, she's like, "You put too much AI in your videos. You need to be more personable and, show your face more." And I'm like, "You know what? You're absolutely right." Because she stays on YouTube. This is all she wants. She stays on it. And by the way, there is a YouTube channel out there that I absolutely love, and you guys should check it out. It's called CV Conservative Vibes. This dude is awesome. He's funny. He has a big heart. He cares about his people. And I've learned a lot, honestly, by watching his videos on kinda how I can do some of that stuff on mine. So, CV, my bad if some of the stuff that I've done on my videos I copied from you. Hey, take it as, I think you're better than I am when it comes to this stuff, so I'm kinda learning. So if you watch this, buddy, I'm my bad, man. Us gingers gotta stick together, right? But anyway, on a side note, I absolutely, I fell in love writing, guys. I did. I fell in love writing. I used to do a lot of leather work. Just like I said, I was in law enforcement, military, and a lot of the things that you do in law enforcement, you got to wind down. You got to wind it down because you deal with a lot of bull crap in life. So you got to find a hobby. And that hobby for me was leather working. I go out there and pound on things and cut things out, sew it up, make some cool stuff, whatever. And that was good and all. But then my hands, man, I can't do a whole lot anymore. I'm getting older and everything, and I found this writing thing. I'm like, man, to me, it I can sit here and write, and hours and hours go by, and I have PTSD from the military. I have depression, and it really helps me out. That's more better medicine doing that than anything else I've ever done, than some of the medicine that you freaking take. So if any of you guys out there that dealing with depression or you're dealing with anxieties and PTSD from other things you may have, PTSD is not just a military thing. It's not just a law enforcement. PTSD is anything that traumatizes you from anything that happened in your life. You can have it from anything. And get a hobby, find something. And if this is your passion to write, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. You got to because it gets the energy out. It gets your creativity flow going. And I can't stress enough how important that is in your everyday life as a human being. So, well, I hope you guys like this video. You've been here this long, so evidently you do. So please like, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, the notification bell, do all that good fun jib jab because I really need it. My channel's got to get out there. It kind of helps I'm not doing this YouTube for, just me getting on here ranting and doing all this good fun stuff. I'm doing it to help promote my book. I'm doing this to get it out there because I want everyone to know about this. I want people to see it. I want people to love it. I want people to get out there and read it and pick it up in the stores. That's exciting to me. And if you don't, you don't. It is what it is, but that's why I have this channel. So, I'm trying my best to get it out there, and if you guys can do that, I would love it. I really, really would. I would love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, um, 100%, 100%. I'm gonna throw that up there, 100. Uh, um, yeah. Huh. So if there's anybody out there that wants to ask any questions or whatnot, free feel, man. Go right ahead. Feel free. Let's chit chat for a little while. And if you're not out there, that's fine too. I get it. Um, that's fine too. Um, but I'd love to see how y'all are doing. If you have any questions about writing, uh, or just anything really, if you're having, I talked about the PTSD thing. If you actually have something like that and you have struggles, I'll talk to you. Let's have a chit chat. Yeah. Um, well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being out here. I really do. But I, I hope you guys enjoy the book. I hope you guys enjoy getting into my world and my mind of this whole thing because I'm definitely excited about it. Um, definitely excited about it. You guys are the best, and I really appreciate you very, very, very much. And I hope that y'all can appreciate the struggles and the good fun struggles of the whole writing process. And if you have any suggestions, if you guys been doing YouTube for a while and you have any suggestions for me to help my channel out, please, please help me because I'm learning. But again, uh, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and stay tuned for the next videos that's going to be coming up in the future. Uh, I'll try my best to do you right. And well, I'm Jamie Scott. And hold on. CV, I got this from you, brother. So, hi guys, I'm Jamie Scott, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.